Hello everyone. Recently I've been busy, so instead of not posting, I figure I make a video that has been requested for a while. So today I want to make a quick video on how to hit your cannon shots, but before I start I just want to mention that even after knowing all of this stuff, you will still need to practice to get good with cannons, and chances are if you play Sea of Thieves regularly, you probably already know all of this stuff. But anyway, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about cannon skins. When trying to get better cannon aim, you want to stay away from using the cannon skins that are bulky. While these cannon skins are cool, they make it way harder to hit your cannon shots because they block way more of your view than the smaller cannons do. Once you get better, you can try using those cannons, but until then, I would recommend starting with either the default cannons or something similar to them. Now let's talk about estimations. A lot of people bring up the 3-ring rule when talking about hitting your cannon shots. In my opinion, while the 3-ring rule is good, it doesn't really account for waves and boat speed, which are big factors in fights. So instead I'm going to show you a little trick that helps me hit most of my cannon shots. By using the general concept of the 3-ring rule, you want to line up your cannons so it's slightly above the enemy boat where you think the cannonball will hit, and then you want to aim slightly in front of the enemy boat and shoot. Keep in mind that the farther an enemy is, the more lead you will need to give your shots. And obviously if they're moving slower and aren't as far, you won't have to give as much lead or shoot as high. Also, don't worry if you don't hit your first cannon shots, as it usually takes at least 3 cannon shots to figure out exactly where you have to aim to hit. Finally, let's talk about projectile weight. Every projectile in Sea of Thieves has a different weight. Cannonballs, curse balls, firebombs, and blunderbombs all have the same weight, so when using any of them, use the aiming techniques I mentioned before. Now on to chain shots. Chain shots are heavier than the previous mentioned projectiles, which means when shooting them you want to aim higher and add more lead. Keep in mind that when shooting chain shots you want to try to hit directly in the center of the mast, as that's where you have the highest chance of hitting. Now onto the heaviest projectile of all, you. When shooting other players or yourself out of the cannon, you want to aim much higher and add way more lead than you would for any other cannonball type. Oh, and yes, I didn't forget about scatter shots. The weight of scatter shots isn't really relevant, as they have a lot of drop off. I would only recommend using them for dropping the enemy's mast when they're really close to you. Before I end this video here, I just want to say that if you want to improve further, the best thing you can do is literally watch me or other people play Sea of Thieves and see what they do, and then apply it to your own gameplay and practice. Anyway, I hope at least one person found the information in this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.